Hello everyone. So today I will solve a few questions from Codeforces Educational Round 96. So question number A is number of apartments. In this question, there's a guy named Monocarp, such a weird name. Anyways, so what he is doing is uh, he makes oh, okay. So he has some kind of building, and in the building there are three types of rooms. One with there are three types of apartment, one with three rooms, one with five rooms, and one with seven rooms. Okay, so what this guy does is he goes around the building and counts, and each of the room has exactly one window. So basically he goes around the house and counts the number of windows, and which is the number of windows he counts, and you have to determine how many types of each windows are present in the uh, uh, like how many types of room are present in the how many types of are present in the building. So basically our question assures in the question we are given a t test cases, and in each test case we receive a number n, that is the number of windows. So basically the question cuts down to cuts down to the problem finding. uh, 3a plus 5b plus 7c is equal to n. So this is our equation, and basically we have to find a, b, and c for a given value of n. And there can be multiple answers possible. We have to choose. We can print any one of them. Okay. So what was my approach to this question? So I looked at the test case, and I got to know that four cannot be so when n equals 4, we cannot get an answer for ABC. In such case, we have to print -1. So so when I investigated further, I got to know that for n equals to 1, 2, and 4, you will print -1, because 1, 2, and 4 cannot be written as written in this format of 3a plus 5b plus 7c. So whenever you get n equal to 1, 2, or 4, you will print -1. Or else now the question doesn't end with the fact that it's not just about checking whether you can represent the number n as in the format of 3a plus 5b plus 7c, but you also have to find the values of at least one possible value of abc. So what my approach was, so whenever our n is less than equal to 5, like n is 1 to 5, so you know that 1, 2, and 4 cannot be represented. So for input 1, 2, or 4, I will print -1. And if my input n is equal to 3, I will directly print 1, 0, 0, because this a corresponds to this one. And if my n equals to 5, I will print 1, 0, 1, 0, because this b represents to this number. Okay, now after this after this for n greater than 5, uh, okay, now when n is greater than 5, there is just one case which we have to look at properly, that is n equal to 7, where we have to print 0 comma 0 comma 1. All these cases are to be like a hard coded this edge cases. And apart from this, we will have, now for n greater than 5, apart from this, we will have cases like uh, we will have any number of the following type, that is n mod 5 is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have to now I just made an observation, I made an observation that whenever n mod 5 equals to 0, that number will be divisible by 5. So I will directly print 0 comma n divided by comma 0, that I will print this number directly whenever n mod 5 is equal to 1. So this number is of the type 5k plus 1. So number of 5k plus 1 can be written as 5 times k minus 1 plus 6, and this 6 can be written as 3 into 2. So my answer will become 2 comma uh, n minus 6 double slash 5 comma 0 through this equation. Similarly, I found the similar observation for n mod phi is equal to 2. I will write n mod phi is equal to 2. I will write 4 comma n minus 12 double slash 5 0. I hope you understood why I wrote 4 over here, because 5k minus 5k plus 2 can be written as 5 times k minus 4, 5 times k minus 10 plus 12. It can be written as like this, and then you just uh, convert it into this manner. So basically my entire code was so this was my idea in writing the question. So my approach was, I take the value n, I check if it is a 1, 2 or 4, I just print minus 1. Else if it is 3 or 5 or 7, I print the respected output, that is 1 0 0, 0 1 0 or 1 1 0 0 1 respectively. And else I do this n mod phi thing. So if n mod phi is equal to 0, I print 0 comma n double slash phi comma 0. If n mod phi is equal to 1, I print this, and so on. You will just find out these numbers. There's nothing to worry about. This is just a trivial process, and that's it. That's the answer for this question. So this was a pretty trivial question, but I observed that this educational round was quite easier than previous one. So anyways, question number B is of the same contest is barrels. Okay, so in this question we were given t test case, and in each test case we receive two numbers n comma k and an array of size n. So basically this array of size n represents an n barrels with this array A represents n barrels with ai amount of water, it ai ai liter of water. Okay, so our task is to uh, maximize to okay, so we are allowed to have k operations. In each operation we select any two ai comma aj, any two barrels, and empty the content of ai into aj. Okay, we just empty the content of one into other. That's the question, and our task is to find a difference between minimum and maximum filled barrel after at most k operations. Okay, so we have to perform at most k such operation and find out the difference between maximum and minimum barrel. So this question was pretty simple because okay, so we need to find out the difference between maximum and minimum filled barrel after at most k operation. So what I will do is I will sort the array. I will sort the array, and after that I will get a sorted array. Suppose I write the sorted array as a1 a2 an minus 1 an. So, and we have a constant that k is greater than equal to 1. So we know that k will definitely be 1. So if I empty the content of this barrel into the last barrel, so I will get a 0 over here. So we know that to maximize the difference between two number, you will have to maximize the delta between two number. You will have to maximize the bigger number and minimize the smaller number. Minimize the smaller number. So we know that in every case the smaller number is going to be 0, because we can empty one barrel completely into any other barrel. So we know that minimum barrel will be 0. So just the thing is to maximize this, maximize the bigger barrel. So all we have to do is, so this, suppose this is my max filled barrel. So I will just take all the k barrels before it, k barrels, and empty this barrel into maximum size barrel. So basically our question is just sort the array, in a descending order, and print sum of first k elements, and that's the solution to this question. Now moving on to the third question, that is question number C. That is numbers on a whiteboard. So basically in this question, number 1 to 2 up to n are written on the blackboard. You can perform, you can perform n minus 1 operation, such that you take any two numbers out of this numbers in the above list. So suppose if I have 1 2 3 comma 4, I can take any two numbers, add them, and I take their average. Basically that is 2 plus 4 by 2 is equal to 3. I average them, and you just don't have to average it. And suppose if there's the 2 plus 4, if I take 3 plus 4, that will become 7, and 7 divided by 2, you have to round this digit off. Okay, so suppose 7 plus 7 by 2 is actually 3.5, and rounding it will give you 4. But if you have 2 plus 3, 2 plus 3 equals to divided by 2 is equal to 2.5. It's rounding of 2.5 will give you 2, if you know this rounding rule to the nearest even integer. Okay, so this question was pretty easy, because only thing you have to worry about is the case where n equals to 2, because n is always greater than 1. This is a constant mentioned in the question. So when n is equal to 2, all you have to do is 1 plus 2 divided by 2 will give you uh, 1.5 divided by 2, that is 2. So in any case 2 is definitely going to be one of the answer. Okay, so now you might, there are two ways to approach this question. You can either mess up your mind handling this rounding off, or you can follow the method, the example test case actually gave out the answer to this question. So in the example test case, they had given 1 2 3 4. So first they average 2 and 4, and the array become 1 comma 3 comma 3, and then they sum this 2, and their average become 1 comma 3, and their average become 2. So 2 was the minimum possible number after doing such operation, after n minus 1 operations. Okay, so here what you have, so our approach is simple. If n is equal to 2, you will directly print 2. And okay, I forgot to mention that you have to describe each n minus 1 operation. That is, you have to print which number you choose for a particular operation. So when n is equal to 2, you can just perform one operation. You just select 1 comma 2 and print 2, that is the final digit, and print the description of the operation. Okay, so I think this is clear. So whenever so the approach to the question is very simple. You get n is equal to some, for example 5. You take this number in the first step. Only in the first step, all you have to do is take the last and the third last element, average it, like take their average, and place it in the n minus, like this third last element, place their average in the third last element. Okay, so it will become, the array will become something like this. And now just keep on averaging the last two numbers in each step. So, and you will reach the answer. And one observation is, every time answer is going to be 2. Answer will be 2, minimum answer, because this is yeah, this is an observation that always the answer will be 2. So the pseudocode for this, so the pseudocode for this question is, when n equals to 2, print 2, and print 1 comma 2, because these are the number you are going to select. Otherwise, what you have to do is, first, you know that answer is always going to be 2, so just print 2, and print 2, and after that you will print a is minus third element, like the third last element, and a is minus one element, because you are going to average these two numbers. And after that, for next n minus 2 cases, for I in range n minus 2, because you have completed this one operation. Now next n minus 2 operation, all you have to do is select you have to select a's minus ith and a minus I minus 1th element. You should start your loop from 2 to n minus 2 to n, that is in by the Python range format. Run your loop from 2 to n, and select a's minus ith and minus I minus 1 element, and do the required operation, that is take their average and store it at the place of a of minus I minus 1, and you just keep on doing it and you will reach the answer. So that's it from my side.